Our envy always lasts longer than the happiness of those we envy. Meaning, envy actually has always been one of the most fundamental and critical, and in that sense, also a negative characteristic of the human character, mind, psychology, and action that ultimately dominates our behavior, controls our relationships, and governs our whole being, even if we don't want it to do so, but that happens. So, envy can also be considered to be something or a particular quality or condition that is insurmountable, invincible, indestructible, indomitable in itself because of its overwhelming influence and unbelievable significance and overpowering impact over each and every one of us, or over most of us, in our behavior, character, action, communication, relationship, and expression in one way or another, that we can neither understand it nor can we acknowledge its causes and sources. And ultimately, we're not able to deal with it and overcome it either, because we do not practice meditation, humility, modesty, morality, maturity, responsibility all the time, because we are not humble, moral, mature, sovereign all the time, because we're constantly dependent upon the gaze of the others. We're always reliant upon social media validation, attention, approval, likes, comments, thoughts, and everything else that comes from the others and external conditions and outside circumstances in one way or another. We always rely and depend upon external validation, attention, approval, and also the others' judgment, analysis, thought, opinion, thinking, perception. And that's why we are not ultimately able to become happy, wise, significant, moral, mature, progressive, learning either. We are not even able to develop happiness and cultivate character, authenticity, composure, sovereignty, and many other virtues in our lives because of our envy, because of our envious, jealous, arrogant, ignorant attitudes, behaviors, and actions that directly affects our growth, interferes in our learning, and challenges our very psychological architecture, and so on and so forth. And our envy, our ignorance, arrogance, aggression, and many other bad qualities are always going to be there, and they will always last longer than the success, possession, wealth, money, and fame of the people that we envy and that we hate and that we are jealous of in one way or another, because envying others does not make us better, and it does not make them worse, inferior, subordinate either. Envying the successful, famous, wealthy people is not going to degrade them. It's not going to take their resources, wealth, possessions away, but it's definitely going to degrade our significance,